Hey guys, I'm Sarah Lace, and this is my exclusive interview with Sex Workers 101.
She said the dick go crazy, hey, but do you love me, baby? She said she wanna have a nigga baby, hey.
Yo, what's up, you guys? We got the amazing Sarah Lace in the building. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
That's the first time someone's asked me that. Usually I answer that question and nobody asks me, but I'm actually doing really good. I'm excited.
Sweet. I'm excited to get started.
Right. Okay, so let's hop right into it. First question. How did you get into sex work?
Okay, so I was first modeling, and so I started doing that when I was 18. And about a year into it, I actually got invited to, I was there to help my friend who was there for a BDSM scene. I was there to just make sure she was safe. But she showed up with a few too many bruises because she had just done a previous impact play. So they're like, look, we don't want you to show up already bruised up. We're the ones trying to give you the bruises, you know? So they're like, all right, well, would you like to work in her place? And I was like, you're not going to hit me hard, are you?
Not
that hard, right? Like, it's just for show. It's like, we don't have to do it as much as, just to your limits. And I was like, let's try it, And so, wham, bam, my first scene.
What? That I feel like everybody's stories is different, but that I probably would have cried. Me? You want me to let you bruise me? I don't know if I could handle that.
I mean, they didn't even do bruises. It was just we did it wasn't orgasm time. It was like the opposite. Like I was like held down with rope, and they just put the Hitachi in my pussy, and I just they left it there until I squirted and screamed and everything, and it was really fun.
What's a Hitachi?
Hitachi is the big wand vibrators.
Okay.
Like this big.
I'm gonna invest in one of those for one of my friends.
For your friends, all right. I see it.
Okay, how long ago was that though?
That was about 3 years ago now.
What? You've been killing it this hard for 3 years?
Well, I mean, I wasn't really doing that much porn in the beginning, like for the first year that after that. So after that, I kind of did dive into it like full time. I was like, might as well. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay. That's crazy though. That's a unique story in how you started. And you've been doing it for 3 years. So.
Yeah.
And look how far you've come within this community, within this line of work. So that's super dope to me. That's probably one of the best stories I've heard so far. I like that. Okay. Who are some of your favorites, girl or guy, in this industry, if you have any?
As far as male talent, there's some that we just have really good chemistry. There's one person that we did 2 run-throughs, and then we started filming, and the entire 27-minute scene was just all one take. That's just how the chemistry went. And
I know that's hard to do.
That is really hard to do.
So
exactly. It was quite surprising for the both of us because we had just met within the past 20 minutes of that happening. So it was really great to be able to just jump in and do it and just go with the flow. And he was able to see my visual, my nonverbal cues as to maybe when he was going a little too far or something like that. We really worked it out great, and we didn't even have to cut. So that was actually Alex Jett.
Oh.
He works for Team Skeet now, but he's been doing really good for himself too.
Shout out to Alex, that's dope.
Yep. And another one that I've been really good with was Dylan Cox. My first scene with him was actually anal. It was, I don't know if you remember the one where I have rope and I'm blindfolded with it.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he's the male talent that starred in that. So that actually took us about 5 hours to film the entirety of it.
What?
But because the thing is, for anal, you gotta take breaks and stuff. You can't really.
You gotta prep. You gotta take breaks in between.
Exactly. And then at some point, we're like, all right, all we really need is a cum shot. We got enough time and everything, but we just need to cool down. So we went to go get food, came back, and then we're like, all right, let's get back at it and just, got it done.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you would like to work with?
As far as male talent, I'm not sure. But female talent, I really, really want to work with Honey Gold.
Okay. I think
everybody knows that that's my girl crush.
That would be fun. We're going to make sure she sees this. I always tell people when I interview them, like, whoever they say they want to work with, I'm going to try my hardest to make sure they see it first. Like, they need to see this. Because once she sees this and sees you, and she's just going to know it's going to be love at first sight. She's going to give you a call, hit you up, put you in the messages, and it's going to be a scene. And all that I ask is once that happens, just call me.
We'll be like, shout out to Sex Workers 101.
Right before the video, just do that.
Bam.
I would shed a tear. I'm telling you, that would hit me right in the heart box.
That would be amazing.
Okay. How has sex work changed your life and in what ways?
One thing about sex work is I get to be my own boss. I get to make my own schedule, and sometimes I just don't feel like being in front of the camera, So those days, I'm able to literally just sit back and just enjoy my day. Like, if I have to deep clean my house, I'll do that, and I'll just not worry about my social media or anything. I can leave it and come back and, jump right back in it. And it's just, or I can just schedule things that we'll post, at certain times. And it gives me that freedom. Like, that's the awesome part.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Did you work a regular job before this?
Yes. So, first, I worked at a grocery store.
Okay, you was bagging groceries. Okay. I see it.
Yeah, I was bagging groceries for a little bit. And then I actually joined the military, and I was in there for 2 years. And so they caught me doing some nude modeling, and they didn't like that, so I got kicked out. And then I was pretty much like, after that was when I jumped into porn, because I was like, I don't really got any restrictions, so, might as well.
You can get kicked out the military for having nudes?
Mm-hmm. You can get kicked out of the military for anything.
Okay.
You just have to try hard enough.
That's crazy. I thought the military was pretty cool. Now I hate it.
They're
what? Like, if I'm in the military and, like, I want to send nudes or,
But also I was getting paid for nudes, so in their mind it was solicitation. I was like, but they're taking photos. I guess. Bye.
Okay. It wasn't meant. I'm glad.
Exactly.
I'm glad you're done with that part of your life.
So I don't care.
Okay.
I like what I'm doing so much better anyways.
Right. It seems you got this glow. You just glowing. So this is what you're meant to be doing.
Look, I get to have my beauty sleep.
Right.
That's the thing. I get to have my beauty sleep. I get to smoke weed when I feel like it. Like,
you can't do that in the military.
No, you cannot.
That's crazy. Okay. Besides sex. Emphasis on besides sex, because everybody says sex in this question. What are some of your favorite things to do outside of this line of work?
You mean like hobbies?
Yeah, hobbies. It could just be, you could say I like reading books.
I do like reading on my Kindle. Well, on the Kindle app on my phone. I do that a lot. And I love yoga, and I love playing Sims on my laptop. I do like crazy amounts of that.
Okay, let me find out you a Sims professional. What are some books that you're reading? Or that you like?
As far as books, they're all romance novels, so I don't even know if you'd remember any of them.
I might not. They might know what you're talking about. Like, look, watch. Somebody's gonna be like, "You like the same book I like."
I've actually thought that it would be really cool to actually write my own romance novels.
Whoa, mind blown.
Yeah,
That would be
I've
dope
thought
as
that'd
hell.
be an idea. Like, that'd be a great idea. I haven't gotten around to it, but I've got so many dirty stories in my head, and I've got so many stories that actually happened that I'm just like, all right, the only way you'd be able to believe this is in a book.
Right. Somebody gonna think it's fiction, because Lord, they're not gonna believe this.
Exactly.
Okay, I definitely seen that you do yoga on your page. You do post some yoga videos. How did you get into yoga? Like, what is that? What is it? What type of feeling does yoga give you? Like,
So when I first started doing yoga, it was actually because my foot was broken. So I was doing like low impact stuff, and that was one of the ways that I could still stretch and still get my workout in and just not put too much pressure on my foot while it was healing. And kind of since then, I just really enjoyed it, and especially now that I've been doing it more often, I've been getting so much more flexible too. Like,
right.
it's really
I
good.
feel like that and sex like go hand in hand. Like, you can do so much when you're flexible. But I definitely think that's super dope. Like, it adds another aspect, like another part to your videos that you already post on your page. I think people love your yoga videos. Like,
Yeah,
I be people in the
exactly.
comments, people be juiced when you post. I'm like, it's dope. So
Yeah, I need to
definitely.
post more like yoga videos for my YouTube and stuff. I just need to I have one that's edited. I just actually need to just throw music onto it and then upload it. Like, that's all I gotta do. I'm just like, I've got like so much in my queue. I just like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it, guys.
Okay, you got a YouTube channel. What is that about? What you got going on your YouTube channel?
So I want to show people that I'm more than just the girl that's getting thrilled, you know, like.
She said
That-
real.
Look,
For real.
I mean, when you see a porno, that's all you see, you know? You just see me in the very beginning trying to act all cute and innocent, like I don't know what's going on, and then the end it's just like glug, 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 like that's all people have seen of me for a while, so I'm just like, alright, I play Sims, I do yoga, I'm just like, might as well film that too and make my hobbies work for me and get to show people another side of me too.
That's pretty dope. Definitely letting people see that you're more than just a porn star, a sex worker. I think that's one of the main reasons I do these type of interviews, because I want people to see the personality, the person, you know what I'm saying? See what you're into outside of this work. Like, people tend to think that because you do this, like, you're not a human being or something.
Yeah,
like, you don't have hobbies,
they think
a
I
life.
have sex every day, you know?
And that's the furthest thing from the truth,
just like-
95% of the time. Like, who has sex every day, 20 times a day? Like,
Especially when we're so worried about testing and making sure that nobody catches anything. Like, we don't just go out and just fuck. Like, it's not like that.
right, I wish everybody knew that. Like, people watch these videos and they're like, oh, you fuck a random person in this random place and you do that every day? Like,
I've had people think that my scenarios are real, and I'm just like, bruh, I just booked the B&B. We showed up, and then we kind of, we realized how the space looked, and we acted accordingly. You know, we created a storyline to what the place looked like. And all right, we got bunk beds. All right, you're my step sibling. You know, like.
that's smart. Right.
Exactly.
Take a note. That was smart. Yeah, I don't know, man. People think it's like a job. Like, you don't go work 24 hours a day. So why do you expect a porn star or sex worker to be doing this 24? This is a job. So it's like, once I'm done with my time put in for my job, I'm back to doing what I normally do.
Exactly.
That's crazy that people think that. Okay. What's the most challenging part about what you do?
I don't really know the most challenging. Like, pretty much once you get into the flow of things, like as far as like paid scenes go, you kind of know what to expect. You know how things are going to be for the next scene. The only issues tend to be if you just don't like the other talent or something like that, or if if there's an issue on set as far as safety or anything like that goes, but that rarely ever happens. Like, they normally tell us who we're filming with either early or right before that, so we get to Google them real quick, or they tell us the day before.
That's pretty cool.
But I think like difficult is more of like just how there is a stigma, just people see us a certain way and they don't want to try to change what they think about us.
I definitely could agree with that 100%. It's like I said, people think you're not a human being. Like, oh, because you do porn, like you're from Mars or something. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Exactly. Or that just because I do porn, I want to hook up with every random stranger that hits me up.
Right.
Like,
oh, you know what kills me? When they send them dirty, ashy dick pictures and videos. Like, you didn't even put no lotion on. You look nasty. Like, your elbows is dirty. Like, it'd be crazy. And they send it.
And sometimes they send videos too. And I'm like, bro, you really didn't have to send me a whole video of your dick. Like, a whole ass video. Like, even a pic would have been fine. Like, you really out there jacking off and sending it to me.
And like, oh my God. You're okay with doing, like, you sat there and thought that was okay.
Exactly. I'm like, you really thought that was okay, huh? Like,
that's crazy. People's brains, I don't know, they work really crazy because you sat there, told yourself that's okay. Like, out of everything you could have did in the world.
And the thing is, on Twitter, every once in a while, I'm just like, all right, I feel like blocking people. Who else wants to send me a dick pic? I'm blocking people left and right now. I get like 2-3 people sending me a dick pic, and I'm just like,
they don't care if they get blocked.
I'm like, bro, you clearly did not read the full sentence. All you read was send me a dick pic.
Right, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to read. The fans, they don't know how to read, because literally a girl will have her whole price list, everything in her bio. Mm-hmm. She'll send him that, the whole price list, and then it'll be like, well, how much is a 5-minute video? And
yes.
Like, did you not read that?
Exactly. Like, for my OnlyFans, my welcome message is a price list.
Oh, shit.
Where I'm just like, hey, thank you for subscribing. This is how much my panties are. This is how much my Skype videos are. Would you like a custom? They're this much right now. Or I'm having this sale for this thing. Like,
and you still gonna get that one person like, oh, how much are the panties on Thursday?
Exactly.
So you're telling me you're not even paying for them today, and you just skip past the price list.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to block you.
I actually did that to one person, because the thing is, as soon as he got that one, he was like, yeah, but I just want to fuck. And I'm just like,
oh, wow.
Who are you going to fuck?
Right.
He was like, well, I mean, can I meet you? And I was like, where are you from? He was like, oh, this place. And I was like, oh, yeah, let me just fly to you, bro. Like, here, yeah, just tell me your address.
Like,
really? Like, what did you really think was going to happen?
And have free sex with you. I've never met you on a talent.
Yeah, and you don't even have a profile photo. Your username is you followed by a whole bunch of numbers. Like, sure, I will randomly go to your state. Like,
and just show up and have sex. That's crazy that people think like that. That's amazing and psychotic all in one. Like, how the brain works for certain people. That is crazy. Okay. What is some advice you would give a newcomer in this industry?
Some advice. Always make sure you see the test before you even actually take your clothes off. That's like a big thing, because sometimes they're like, oh yeah, you're talent, I'm talent too. I'm just like, no, you have to physically see that paper. You have to actually physically see it, because sometimes they will try to screw you over. Like, I had an issue where the guy faked the test. Like, he faked it, and we went and searched the QR code, and it wasn't real. So he was just expecting us to not check the QR code that talent testing so amazingly provides. Like, that's the entire reason for that barcode. Exactly. So that, and then just make sure that you have all the paperwork, the 2257 and the model release. You need to have both. 2257 is to prove that you're over the age of 18 and that you're able to consent. And model release is saying that you consent to have your stuff be out there, and that way you both need to have each other's signatures on that one.
Right. I'm glad.
For sure, because if not, you can't release anything.
I'm truly glad that you explained what both of those are, because really, with this page, I try to help people and educate fans, but also sex workers as well, especially new ones, because they don't know a lot of these things, and this is what bites them in the butt, because they'll film with somebody, and they may sign a model release for them, and that person could use that content with you guys, but if you don't have one from them, they can say that they didn't give you consent to put this out.
Exactly.
And now they have the film.
Or they will say that you filmed for them.
Right.
They'll be like, what are you talking about? This is my content. I own it. See, she signed it.
And if possible, I would say to get copies of the footage. Like, if you guys are doing like trades and stuff like that.
Bring your hard drive for that.
Bring your hard drive
and your laptop.
Because you need to get the stuff before you even leave. I've met a lot of people, especially like giving people advice, and they'll tell me that's like one of the main issues they went through. Like, somebody will be like, oh, I'm going to send it to you tonight after, and never get sent that footage. Then you'll see somebody making money off that footage you guys shot, and they still never send it to you. So definitely getting copies of it. But that model release is super, super important. I hope they pay attention to that part, because I feel like they be skipping over the knowledge parts. Like, they'll watch the other parts of the interview and they'll be like, oh, that's so dope, that's so cool. But the important parts with the information that they need to like be successful in this business, they gotta pay attention to that part. So definitely hope they rewatch that part a million times. What are some pros and cons about this industry?
See, the pros is I kind of get to travel when I want to, you know? Well, to an extent, because of COVID, I haven't been able to travel as much as I wanted to because, you know, health concerns and everything, and I'm really not trying to get sick. I'd rather stay home and lose out on making money than go out and have the possibility of getting sick and getting stuck in a foreign state, you know, like,
That'll be
it's
hard.
like, all right, like, at that point, if I get sick in a different state, they're not going to want me to leave until I get better. Like,
then you gotta find somewhere to stay, then you gotta, that's just stress.
And then you got to spend that money, and then it's just, you know, I'm just like, look, I'm going to be healthy, you know, I'm going to be healthy. But I did love being able to go to all the conventions, meeting the fans. At Exotica, I was able to go on the stage, and I went and danced on the pool, and I showed them my stripper moves for the first time ever, and like that was really fun. I danced with one of the male dancers, and he did like flips and stuff. Like, that was just really dope. Like, that's an experience that you can only get in those types of places, at conventions like that. And it's just like, so when's the next convention, guys?
Right, like 2021, please. That's pretty dope. What's the funnest place you've been to so far? Is it that?
Yeah, I think either AVN in Las Vegas or Exotica, New Jersey are the most fun ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, you guys watching, if you've never been to either, when they bring them back, you should go. If you want to meet your favorite sex workers, porn stars, those are the places to go. Take pictures, get to meet them, talk to them. It's an experience, I can say. I've never been to Exotica. I wanted to go, but
Exotica's really fun.
Yeah, I heard. I've been to AVN, and it's super dope. I've met people that I've loved for years, and I was so juiced to meet them. Like, what? You're here? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I end up rubbernecking because I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh, I've been watching her from like forever, and I'm just like, and I just end up like that the entire time, and people just look at me like, are you a model too, or are you just a fan?
Right.
I'm both right now. Like, hold on, give me a second.
Let me be a fan too.
Exactly.
That's what's cool about that, because you realize a lot of people in this line of work are also fans as well as performers. So you might be
also,
a fan
I
of
watch
another
them for
performer.
research purposes.
Right. I need to see some stuff. Okay. If you had one place in the world you could take a trip to fully paid for, where would it be?
I want to go to Honduras, actually.
Sounds amazing.
My goal is to try to go there next year. I was hoping to be able to go there next year, but we'll see how COVID has things,
Got us in a chokehold right now.
I know, exactly, but that's where my family's from, so I don't know if I'll go and see them, but I want to go and see the
She's
country.
like, hold on. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to see the family, but I'm going. That's crazy. That's how we do.
See, also, my thing is, I don't know if they want to meet me if they find out what I do, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait for them to say, like, if
Come
they want to
here.
meet me or not, Exactly, I'm just going to wait for them to be like, yeah, come here, we'll make you some caldo, like, come on.
That's crazy, yeah. Hopefully that's sooner than later so you can meet them. But I definitely think that's a dope ass place to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So tropical.
that's on my list. That's crazy. Okay. What's one thing you always wanted to do or try out in life?
One thing I wanted to try or do. Like we were talking about skydiving earlier.
Right.
I don't know. I don't got the balls for that. But I think I want to try the they're called silks. So pretty much it's like it's kind of like the pole dancing, but like the gymnastics portion of it with silks. And so I'd be like climbing up them, being all majestic as fucking shit. Like, I've always wanted to try that.
It sounds like it looks really elegant and nice and beautiful, and it sounds super dangerous.
Exactly. Someone was telling me
up.
that you need a spotter because you can't hang yourself from it.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go research and watch
Yeah.
videos about it. That's crazy.
But I do want to try it at some point in my life.
Okay.
I'll have a spotter though. I'll be fine.
Right, somebody who's a pro.
Look,
so
I'll have the instructor there, okay?
Right
the
here,
instructor
stay here
will be
the
there.
entire time.
Exactly.
What is your favorite feature of yours and your favorite position?
So my favorite position, especially for scenes, tends to be doggy style because first of all, you get more angles out of that one. You can do the side and then you can do the top. And that's really what all porn is about. It's about you just gotta get the right angles.
Right.
And so as far as the best feature, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go with my most memorable one because I was it actually ended up being filmed inside an RV and it got nominated for an Avian Award because it was, I guess the title was Boondock Sluts 6 or 9 or something like that, but it was Boondock Sluts Avian Adventures. So one girl was like in a tent, I was in an RV, like someone else was like in a car, and someone else was just like, they were outside, like, just like in a wooded area or something. I'm just like, damn, that's really creative. I was like, all right, y'all really had adventure at AVN. Like, okay.
That's pretty dope. Send me the link. Send me the link so I can check it out myself. I'm gonna give you my feedback. I'm just texting, I think I like this part. So definitely let them know where they can follow you at, where they can find your content, get in touch with you, spam you with their messages and comments, and Whatever.
So you can find me on Twitter at I am Sarah Lace, and then I am also on YouTube at I am Sarah Lace. You really just have to type up Sarah Lace and you will find me. Hopefully.
Poppin'. She said Google her.
Yeah, Google Sarah Lace and you will find me.
You know you're poppin'.
Triple X, and then you'll find my OnlyFans. Onlyfans.com/I am Sarah Lace. And there'll be a few other links in that Google that you should check out too.
Right.
I've got a few scenes there that will
That's
be
pretty
definitely linked. So, yeah.
You got so many places people can find you. If you could be Googled, like,
See,
yeah.
but that's the reason that I do it. I go and create a username for a website, even if I'm not going to use it. That way, no one could take the name I'm Sarah Lace. I'm just like, that's mine.
Site. This is
Like,
just
I
you
have a
every time.
Tumblr. I don't even use it, but I have one. That way, no one can take my username.
That's crazy. Well, we appreciate you doing this interview. It definitely was a blast. I know the fans are going to love it. You're adorable and you're amazing. You got so much energy. Once again, we appreciate you doing this. And until next time.
Thank you. It was so awesome.
She said the dick go crazy. Hey, but do you love me, baby? She said she wanna have a nigga baby. Hey, but do you love me, baby?